By way of disclaimer, this wasn't sponsored. They're not paying me. The opinions are my own. That is awesome. I love this tool. And one other thing, in the video, I used an impact gun, and as it says right there, it says do not use impact. My bad. Everybody uses an impact. So I've been going through this machine, getting it all up to date. I've got a video coming on this seat setup and how to drill it, set it up. These tires have been awesome. I really liked them. They look great. They do a lot better on the road than these old school rounded ones. And I just wanted to make them match. So I got the matching tires for the rear, and because doing the other ones I had to cut them off, they were so incredibly stuck. I decided I would try this. Best Tool just reached out to me. They saw my Instagram post, this one in particular, and they said, hey, do you need any tools? And I said, yes, I would love a tool, because trying to cut these off, I wrecked a pocket knife. It wasn't a good time. So I've seen these used. I saw this used by 65 Ford. He's done his own where he's built one. So I'm going to try it out. I've never used this before, but let's see how it goes. First things first, let's get the wheels off of this. Now this one has been serviced. I've got a steel wheel on one side. So I'm going to go ahead and learn how to use this on this, and then we're going to switch over to doing the aluminum one. I expect the aluminum one's going to be pretty stuck. Someone mentioned in the comments, because I tried using a jack under the receiver or the hitch here and have the jack break the bead, and it would just mush it. It would just mush the tire. So they say you got to leave a little bit of air in it, and that air that's left in the tire helps to support the backside to give the push. The nice thing about these tools is it grabs hold of it between here and here, and then it just uses this foot to just pull down. So it's grabbing the rim, and then it's just peeling the tire directly without having to have any other back pressure. So I'm excited and optimistic. Let's see how it goes. So let's get the valve core out. We don't have to leave any air in this scenario. I'll use a piece of leather glove just on the back side there. Let's bring that down close. Now a lot of these screw-driven tools, presses, whatnot, they say not to use an impact on them. I'm going to try using just a wrench here. And we're slipping. I'm going to try hitting this one in. I'm just going to go ape on it. Ape works. That is so nice. That works really, really well. Once you get a little, the rest goes pretty good. So this did ship out with these tire irons. I've noticed that they're really smooth and polished. A lot of them just have that rough cast finish, so that's nice. That's my first time using this. 32 millimeters is the socket size you gotta have for this. Okay, let's try a smaller bite. That tends to be a good rule. Yes. So this one's not aluminum, it's steel, and it has been remounted because the aluminum rim got damaged, I think. This wants something long. Let's get it to peel and pop. So I'm prying on the back side of it. There we go. I just about caught it in the face. There we go. This thing's a miracle. It's awesome. Probably did this one too tight. Wow. So it's still really stuck. So we're gotta make sure to clear this manually. There's no spring on it. I may have to add one to it and make it a lot easier to use. Pretty sure you're not supposed to use an impact gun. Man, does it work good. Yeah, best to bring it up before you get this in the picture, and that way you don't wind up having the tool fight itself. But yeah, we're having to break this all the way around. Here we go. I love this tool. This thing's awesome. Price is pretty reasonable too if you consider what you spend on hunting trips and fuel and travel and all that stuff. This thing's definitely coming with me on trips. I would like to see a little more paint protection on the end. I'll worry about that later. We'll get that up in there. You don't have to hammer it in there, but I think it helps. Gotta get the attitude right. Alright, here we go. That is awesome. I love this tool. Love it, love it, love it. Is it worth it? Every penny. I'm telling you, if you want to do your own tires and you don't want to spend $3 grand, spend $100 on one of these. It's a BS 6300. They're not paying me to say anything that I'm saying. I didn't even get any suggestions from them, I don't think. One thing I would really like to see on this is a spring that holds it up. I don't like that this can get underneath of it, and then when you go to do it up, I've had that happen twice. Once you know better, you can hold it like this and run it this way. Let me just show you. I'm sure they hate me doing this, but see if that's in the way and you go up. See, it slid off that time, but other times I've had it get stuck. So now we tighten it. Loosen it. You see how that binds up and gets stuck? But if you tip it, you just don't think of stuff getting stuck like that. But I may have bent the tool just now, which is not ideal. But just a heads up. But anyway, this thing is so stinking cool. I really like having that around. And these aluminum beads, they're not easy to break either. I'm going to show you here. You can see the bead on it. It's just so deep right there. You don't want the bead coming undone when you're riding. So it's got like all this big step. It's like I chewed up the rim just a little bit with my banging and being impatient, but very nice. When it comes to doing ATV tires, less is not more, more is more. So Best Tools provides a couple of tire irons to come with the tool, and they're nice to have. Let's see, before you pull it off, you see I push it down on this side and it loosens it, gets down in the groove and pops up this way. So these are nice because they are smooth, they're nice and polished, but you're going to need more than just two. These fat ones are ones that I really like. And then in your arsenal, if you're going to be doing tires at home, you need a long one, and I'll show you why when we pull the tire off from the other side. But the reason why you want to have at least 3, if not 4, is you want to have one as a holder, and then these two just walk over each other. They just play leapfrog. And as you do that, especially when you're putting it back on, it's kind of hard. So there's that one. When you go to do the other side, you want to make sure that it's real good and wet. I'm going to take it backwards like this. This is where your long one comes in. So you get up over the top of it, pop it through. We're basically going to fold the tire off. So we're in the low spot here. You see how there's kind of a dish. So you want to be in the low spot. end. You've got to have a lot of leverage. You just basically get it to do like a backwards U. If you don't have enough lube, it's going to fight you. If you need to, you can take some little bites in here. These had a really sharp point that was really good for getting in there. There we go. That's a smart little tool. There you're off. So it's easiest, you see how on the rim this is skinny and then this is the wide one? It's easier to go on here because you don't have to go as far. So we have that up. This is non-directional. You want to check your direction on your tire. You want to twist it, work it, get it as far as you can, and then get in there with your hooks. Nice thing is if there's a leak in your sidewall, when you're using the glass cleaner, it'll show you, it'll bubble for you. You can still see it's popped in, but it's still spreading. You don't want to go over 35 psi on a lot of these. It says do not inflate beyond 32 psi when seeding bead. 25 is pretty decent for running pressure. There you go, there's 31. We're going to look at it. And it looks to be seated pretty good. Make sure it feels uniform. Nice. Now we're going to get it back down. I'm going to run it probably 20. Tires mounted. Check with PSI. The sidewall squish is the main thing. I'm at like, yeah, 20. Perfect. Let's throw her on. That was quick and easy. I didn't have to cut anything. I didn't have to ruin a pocket knife. Very nice. Thanks for watching and sticking around to the end. This is that Kimpex box that you saw on it. It's got a lot of great reviews, but not a lot of good install videos. I did what I think is a good install filming. I've got that video coming out soon. If you subscribe and click notifications, you'll be sure to know when it posts. Thanks again, and here's a more recent video that I posted of cutting the tires off. And I've also got some winch stuff coming up. So see you there.